We thank you for staying tuned. It is still the conversation here on Lagos Television. And on this side now, away from youth talk, we are looking at, we have a beautiful conversation here today, and we have someone spectacular with us here in the studio, and it is conversation with BeatIsBlaak. Now, who is BeatIsBlaak? You will find out on this conversation. Today we shine the spotlight on an exceptional creative force in the Nigerian music industry, and I am talking about Idem Indifeke. I hope I got that right. Well, he is popularly known as BeatIsBlaak, and he's not just a music producer, but also a record breaker. Recognized by the Guinness World Records for the longest recording marathon with multiple artists, which lasted an incredible 95 hours and 59 minutes. You're welcome to the conversation.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if we should begin from.
For having me.
I don't know if we should begin from breaking the Guinness World Record now. I think we should start from there. So tell us what nurtured this, and then what was the preparation process?
Okay, you know, as a music producer, I always have this idea of, if I don't blow for my artist to blow, my artist will blow for me to blow. You know, so
take that again, please.
If I don't blow for my artist to blow, my artist will blow for me to blow.
So you decided now to blow.
I decided to, you know, push it out there and work with a couple of artists. You know, when I had this idea, I messaged the world record holders that I wanted to do longest studio section. So they said I have to pay to create a record, but if I don't want to pay, I should break an existing record. So I had to look for music related records, like longest recording with multiple artists. Then after they approved, I made a sponsored ad on my Facebook and Instagram, scouting for artists all around Nigeria. And a couple of numbers, the numbers we had was 150 music artists in numbers. And we did the marathon at 32B Musayardwa Street in Victoria Island in Lagos.
So what was the preparation process like? Because that took like 4 days, right?
Yeah. We used 5 days to achieve the 4 days. So we started on 10 February and we ended on 14 February. It was not easy because I did a dry run, 3 days dry run with the music artists, the ones that were here in Lagos. And from there, you know, as a music producer, I work a lot of day and night section. You know, sometimes I work in the day, sometimes the studio, the artist wants you to come over to their location where you have a night section. So, but it was my first time to sit in a particular place and work with more than 100 artists for 5 days to set a new world record.
So what was the most challenging part of, you know,
the financial aspect, the electricity, you know, you have to have a constant light throughout the marathon. So the electricity aspect and the financial aspect, you know, 150 music artists, you have to feed them for 5 days, give them accommodation in Victoria Island for 5 days. That's excluding my team. You know, so it was not easy. Although I tried to reach out to a couple of companies to partner, but you know, some people will not want to come partner with you when you're starting or when you're growing. They want to, when you get the name, that's when they come in. But all thanks to God, we did it, and we set a new world record.
Besides God, what else, you know, kept you going?
The passion.
Okay.
I've been a music producer from 2005. And starting as a music artist before I switched to production, it was not easy. No one believed in the craft, but I thank God for my mom. You know, I thank God for my mom. I'm supposed to be a lawyer, but since I ventured into the music aspect, and my mom was like, "Man, this is something else." You know, she bought a computer for me back then, 2005, so he kick-started it. So I'm someone that I learn from the experience, and I make sure I do a good and a new thing anyhow it comes up.
Moms are the best.
Yeah.
So how did you feel?
Shout out to the moms out there, all the mothers out there.
Yeah, shout out to us. Anyway, so how did you feel when you won this Guinness? I'd like you to raise up this so that the camera can get it. Yes, please raise it up.
Yeah.
So how did you feel when you officially received this?
Yeah, I always say, I told my friends that this is like a confirmation from God to me that the feel I took as a music producer was predestined, because we have a whole lot of music producers in Nigeria and Africa, but how many of them have, has gotten a world record or world recognition in their field? It's another thing for you to have a world record or a world recognition, but it's another thing for you to have it in your field, as a music producer.
So aside this certificate that you've gotten now, what does this mean to you? Yeah,
being officially amazing, I can proudly say that there is no country on earth that I cannot go to.
Is this a visa?
No, it's not. Being officially amazing, I'm world recognized.
Okay.
So going to an embassy for an interview while they're searching or trying to make some inquiries
this is the first thing that will
pop up. As far as you search my name, this will be one of the biggest thing that will pop up. Is that you search Idem Abasifreke or BeatIsBlaak or Blackster's Beat. Blackster's Beat is like my social media platform. So, and this is not just the only record I've attempted, though. This is like the first, but I just finished 3 weeks ago. I did 40 hours longest whistling marathon. Whistling, yeah. So,
whistling?
I whistled for 40 hours.
As in?
Yeah, but it was entertaining. It was entertaining because I didn't just whistle without sounds. So I whistled a couple of songs from artists like Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy, but the instrumental while I whistled the lyrics of the song.
Can you do it? Can you do it now without the instrumental?
Yeah, I can do it. I had.
I'm trying to understand it.
Let me whistle a song from. Let me say.
That's the Davido and
song. When it comes with the instrument, it will be entertaining. People were dancing all through, and we just uploaded all the evidence, and we believe by God's grace, in the next 1 or 2 months, I'll be the first African to have a world record in 2 categories.
Well done.
Okay, so I want to know what inspired this aside the certificate that you've gotten now. You said, while you were talking earlier, you said you were into music, that you were singing before you switched into producing music now. So this talent, at what point did you begin to nurture it? Is this something that has been in you, or you worked on it?
Yeah, I would say we are all born with our talent.
Why did you switch from singing to music?
Yeah, we are all born with talent, but personally, I don't see music as a profession. I see music as my profession. I see it as my passion. I see it as my talent, and I also see it as hobby. So if I'm there, I don't, I'm there. It's either I'm having fun, or I'm stressing, or I'm working, or I'm making money inside. So I started as an artist, as a rapper, before I switched into singing. And normally choir boys, all of us here.
You started from the church.
Yeah, we started in the church. So around 2005, I tried to make up to 10,000 naira to approach a studio for recording. So after recording, the producer was still talking to his friends there. Then I finished recording. I was like, Oga, I don't finish. And I was a small boy then. But after paying such an amount, and the producer sent me the master job, that Oga, I don't finish, was still inside. So I was so down, and I was a boy, so I was not able to approach him. I'm like, boss, remove this thing, because you have to pay another section for working. So I was like, man, I need to learn this. I need to, then when I know it, I'll not make such mistake for anybody. So I started it in my secondary school. I was still, from school, I'll go to the studio. Then with my school uniform, I come back home by 4, 5, 6, 7. And, you get some corrections. And I did that for almost a year. So one day on 13 February, my mom came to my room and she was like, Udo, that's second son. Your daddy will finish you. Tell me your secret. Where have you been going to? So I told her, I always go around to learn production. I'm almost done learning it. She was like, why can't you do it at home? What will it take? So I was like, it's computer. And then before you can see a computer, you need to go to the cafe. I'm talking about 2-4, 2-5. So the next day, being 14 February, my mom got me a computer. And that's why on this record here, we still have 14 February here. So the date is not just a lover's day. It's a day that I took it personal. And even my next world record, I fixed it on my birthday, being 20th of July. So we started on 18, I whistled till 19, and we ended it on 20th. So by God's grace, the 14th February will be marked, and the 14th February is marked, and the 20th July will be marked. By God's
so you
grace.
said something that you used to rap to. So do you still have it in you? Your rapping skills?
Yeah, I don't go into rapping in the aspect of singing, but if I'm working with some rappers, I contribute. I know what and how the rudiments of rap, but I switched to singing for a very long time because it's easy for me. It's easy for me, and being a rapper and a singer helps in the aspect of production. A lot. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at studio life and artist development. You are also your AKA is BeatIsBlaak.
Yeah.
How did you come about that name?
Yeah, my name.
Is it because of your color?
Yeah, kind of. But yeah. When I started as an artist, my name was Bling Star. Bling Star. You know, as a small boy, you know, I watched 50 Cent and all those people out there. You know, but whenever I climb on stage, I want to perform. The hype man will hype. This star is black. This star is this. His name is Black Star. And as I'm up and coming, instead of me to flow, I'll now stop the DJ. My name is not
Black Star.
Black Star. My name is Bling Star. And so one of my cousin was like, Uncle, why not answer this Black Star? Everybody is calling you Black Star, and you are forcing them to call you Bling Star. So I had to switch then. So as a music producer, you know, that's why till now I'm still blending it. I'm Black Star as an artist. I'm BeatIsBlaak as a music producer now. Okay. Before I was Black Star's Beat. So if I work a beat for you, Black Star's Beat. If I do the mixing, Black Star's Mix. So it was kind of too many stress. So one day I was like, how can I rebrand this name in a way that if you do a beat or I do a mix or I'm just there, the BeatIsBlaak, the name will flow. So I checked a lot of names. So since my name was Black Star, and on my Facebook and Instagram, I did Black Star's Beat. So I just said, the beat
is black.
The beat is black already. So I tried, I registered it, and I moved with that, and it's been simple.
And it has stuck.
It's stuck.
As soon as I saw black, I knew it had something to do with your complexion. Okay, let's talk about a typical day in the studio, BeatIsBlaak studio. How does it work?
It's all about. I have my music production school.
I haven't been close to a music studio before.
Yes.
She has, because she sings. So I most times when I'm on my own and I hear about producers, I say, what do producers say they do? You know, what exactly do you do in the studio? I know you come up with beats, you know, for certain lyrics.
Producers are like I'm not kind of blaspheming, but let me use the simple way. I like God when it comes to music production, because without a music producer, you can't have a DJ. Without a music producer, possibly you can have an a cappella artist. So the music producer creates the instrument, the sounds. The music producer, in a sense, can record the track. Then outside the music producer, we still have a mixing and mastering engineer, the person that mixes this audio, these vocals, and interpret and master it to what the listeners need. So a producer can be a music producer and a mixing and mastering engineer, and a producer can just be a music producer, and a mixing and mastering engineer can be a mixing and mastering engineer. So I am a music producer and a mixing and mastering engineer, and I also train people. I have a music production school where we train people how to sing. In my studio, you may not even have the music, but you come into the studio, and before you go out with the music, because we got my ideas together. We create from your idea something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's look at how music production has evolved over the years. The way it used to be in, let's say, 15 or 20 years ago, it's not like
that.
It is now. You have a lot of softwares now that help do the job and get a beautiful production. So let's look at how it has evolved. And do music producers really get the adequate attention or recognition that they deserve compared to the artists?
No, not all music producers. It takes knowledge for a music producer to get those things.
Don Jazzy is a music.
He's a music producer, yeah. I'm still looking forward to presenting this to him personally. I started music production from when we had the tape, the CD, the tape, the diskette, till we moved to the normal compact disc before we came to MP3 and now Wave. So right from those process is different. Before, if you make a mistake, you need to buy a new tape. But now you can record and tell I've made a mistake, stop. They go back and you continue. Before you can record, stop, go 2 months, 3 months, come back and continue. That day you need to do a full rehearsals with your team. They come, they say record, they click record and you flow to the end of the track. So it's different. And the aspect of marketing, some music producers, after producing in the studio, they don't know how to follow up on the royalties, the split sheet and all those. There are so many things, some producers, they don't know. And you need to register in some places. So even if the artist doesn't seek your consent and uses your beat officially, that music can be taken down, can be brought down because it did not meet you or because you submitted the file. So there's so many things that's producer knowledge. But a lot of music producers, we have some, let me say some Gen Z producers, but they are what's trending now. But there are so many rudiments of this music production, things expected and needed from some producers. So it's not just making the beats, selling the beats. There are some other follow-ups. So even if when you're long gone, your children will still be getting royalties as the track goes far. So music producers are like hidden, but most of them are out there. It's because a producer is someone that can stay inside in a door without windows, in a house or a studio without windows, lock himself, the sounds outside, he doesn't hear, it's all there, producing what's there, what's going to be played for thousands of years, even when it's not known. And some of them is just their logo, like the beat is black, just at the beginning or the end. Some, you don't even play the music to the end to hear who produces the track. But the producer and the artist, they're kind of, because without the artist, you can't have a producer. Without the producer, you can't have the product from the artist. If not, you'll just be having a live a cappella, production. But someone to record it, fine-tune it, and make it pleasant to the ears, that's the work of it.
Now that AI is in our faces and a lot of apps and softwares that you can just use. Some people just say I see some videos, you can produce music with your phone. So looking at, let's say like in 10 years from now, do you think is a threat to people? I'll say in two ways. It's a threat and it's not a threat. Now the AI will generate a production in a particular frequency. It's not the human ears. The AI is learning from what the producers are doing to interpret and give you. You give an AI information to create a music. The music will be created, but the rudiments of music, the concept of the intro, verses, chorus, it's hard for the AI to interpret it the way the artist thinks. But the layman would like the music.
Okay, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. The AI
generated music.
Generating music. It cannot bring out the producer's creativity and uniqueness.
Yes, uniqueness. Each producer has its uniqueness. It's different. You go meet Don Jazzy, you go meet Mastercraft. Those are different qualities and mastering level. But an AI, even if you give him 20 songs, it's still going to give you that mastering level. And the more you listen, you might understand. And the music will not be well arranged and patterned. When the AI is bringing the music, it's hard to have the intro, the chorus, the verse, solo, rap or so, the chorus again, the verse, solo or rap, the chorus again. But the AI can just generate music. It's all about the lyrics. It's not all about what's catchy. After an AI generated music is being played, if not repeatedly in your ears, you will not be able to catch something. But when it's repeated, you can now catch. But a human generated music, you can just hear it the first time and you get maybe a chorus or one thing outside of it.
So you're saying if it's not,
but I don't know about in 10 years when the AI has maybe mastered the take of, you know, human ideology or something. But we're still going there.
Talking
but
about
it
AI,
cannot take out words.
Exactly. I don't believe AI
can take
or
out
new technology can take out your own the human touch. Yes, creativity. Yeah. Okay, so as a producer, what really inspires you, or what adheres you to a particular talent? Is it do you find your talent yourself, or they come with their lyrics and then working with them makes you identify and of course not say to yourself, I want to nurture this particular talent?
You know, I've worked with a lot of artists before now. That's why I even came up with 150 music artists, strangers from Calabar, Abuja, all of them, they came together, we gave them accommodation. I work with a lot of artists, but first, I believe that consistency helps introduce a personality. So if an artist is consistent and is good, when you come across me, I'm going to feel that. I have a whole lot, like last week I met one artist, one man just came to me, power holding man. He was like, he has an artist. He was expecting me to like maybe charge the artist, but when the artist came to me, the person was just singing. It was like, let me play this song. Already came with a music book, a track book. I was like, okay, let's see. I opened the system, played a beat for the artist. I recorded the artist. He recorded 2 different songs. I liked one. I told him, okay, I'm going to give you this track in 3 days time. I mixed, I gave it to him. Not like if I had the money, I wouldn't have, okay, come in, artwork, video, let's do this. But since I don't have that money to follow up.
You don't have money?
No, there is something, I don't have that money to follow up. Yeah?
You don't look like
there is the particular amount you need to think of when once you're thinking of promotion. Because you can't beg A and beg B and beg C.
True.
If you beg A for the photo or the artwork design, what about the TV station? What about the billboard or the shows or so? So since I don't have that funds to like, I believe in you to the end. Okay, I gave him a product to now. You can now play this to convince someone than just singing audio. The artist was crying. I was like, you don't need to cry because your cry will not change what I've done. I've done it. So now you have a product. When maybe your boss wants to introduce you to someone, go get an MP3. So you now play it so the person can hear. Now you have one. Let's see how 2 will look like. So I'm still working on the second track, so you can now have 2. So once it's not like I do help everybody, because I said the music is my work, it's my passion, it's my hobby. So it depends on who you meet at a particular time. Because there are some times you meet me, I'm thinking about money. I'm thinking about electricity.
Exactly.
That's why I want to make my equipment spoil.
I want to ask you now, how do you balance this, your creativity now, with the market demands? How do you balance it?
Yeah, I try to do a lot of marketers percentage sharing. Some people are like, if you have an artist, you give me an artist, I give you a particular percentage. That's on my own way of marketing. But sometimes I do shows. Sometimes I just go out with flyers and all those things. So there are different.
You work with DJs as well?
I work with a lot of people. As a music producer, I don't work alone. I work with DJs, I work with keyboardists, saxophonists, guitarists, event managers. So I do recommend a lot of artists to shows. But me personally, I do sing, but I don't go on stage to perform.
You will sing for us. Anyway, still talking about talent and their works. Do you think, is it at every point that they bring lyrics, or you finish production and you say, this one must blow? Most every production. No,
there are some tracks you do and you know that it's not like it's gonna blow. There are 2 different things.
Okay.
There are songs that will just hit the fame, just make noise and it's gone. There are songs that
do you know that will happen at the point of production? At the point
of finishing.
Oh, finishing. Okay.
Yes. In the sense that there are some points where the artist is done with the lyrics. You now have an IQ of where the track is going. And there are some tracks you do and this one is not going to like blow, but
so why do you
it's going to sink in.
What is inspiring? So
there are some tracks there are some artists that they produce songs to relieve themselves.
Oh, okay.
The track is for them, like they feel like this is how you want it to be, this is how I want it to be, and you have to work to please them. There are some artists that are like, boss, what can I add? those ones they want to learn. So your input is welcome. You know how to work with those ones. There are some ones that they just came in with all the lyrics. They don't even need feedback. They're like, see the beat here, see how the thing be, when I go need them or when I go collect them. That's different people. But there are people that when you hear the song, you're like, man, guy, promote this jam. And most of them may not have the finance. So it takes different ways. But as a producer, we try to make sure we, any connection you have, any idea you have, you still share to the artist. Some will hit there, some will come later, some will come now. I won't want to say some may never come, but it's true. That's life. Some may never come. Okay. But it's all about the numbers. Right now it's numbers than before. Okay.
Another thing I want to ask about talent is when you identify a talent and you see this person as, being good, but this particular artist is not putting in so much. As a music producer, what is your role to ensure that you bring the best out of this artist?
As a music producer, I will not just say your work ends in the studio. Okay. Yeah, because you go with the artist as far as that particular product is concerned. Okay. But I had an artist that I've recommended. The artist is good. I've recommended him to like 2 record labels. He's very good, but he's now having this feeling of he's good. When you know that you are good and you've been told that you are good, but you don't. It's now coming into his head. Like the last deal they gave to, I didn't even know. I recommended the person. It took like 6 months or so. The next thing he now called me, boss, another record label don't come talk to me. I'm like, that's not. I didn't even know the people I recommended now had to check on him after a while. The deal was like, okay, we're going to spend all what we spend on you, but we're going to get 50-50. Very nice deal. You did not even eat in the morning, but someone is trying to make a deal of 1 year or 2 years with you. But he's now feeling that, no, this is what it is. I'm like, okay, if the people don't like your idea or what you're bringing, they can still move on to the next person. So some artists is not just about your talent. What about your personal, management? Do you know how to manage the way you talk to people, the way you approach people? That's when managers comes in, because they know that once an artist will still be an artist. So sometimes I advise to most artists, once you see that this music is what you want to pitch in, don't be like me, look for a manager. It's very, very good. I had a manager when I was an artist. I know someone will be there talking about me when I'm sleeping and so.
And a little secret about this, your certificate. Okay. That you dedicated it to Mr. Governor.
Yeah.
Why did you?
I make sure, since I'm in Lagos, we also put the Lagos map, the Lagos name in the world record map. And to let me get my music to Lagos, everything Lagos. And I told my friend that the difference between Lagos and Akwa Ibom is that if I'm in Akwa Ibom and someone abroad, even if I have nothing, and someone abroad books a flight for me, you need money to come to Lagos. But if I'm in Lagos and I have a free flight, I can just tell my neighbor, please give me 2K. And the 2K now, the next day I'm in abroad. Urgent 2K. I land at the airport, I stroll anyhow, I reach, I show my IDs, and I'm gone. So that's the difference. Here is like the center of entertainment. Yes, it's easy here. And I have this mentality. I told some of my friends, I'm like, if I go out in the street and I had one free recording street program I used to do my content, where I go to the streets and I look for music artists and record them free. Why I stopped was because I was having issues with electricity. After I search for the artist, I'll now come to beg for electricity. So maybe when I get a mobile solar device, then I can start that again. So I told my friends, like, if I go into a street now and I make a statistics of 20-30 people, I might see people that know artists or artists in Lagos up to 10 out of the 20 or 30. Oh, wow. But back home, it's gonna stress you a little bit. So the music related people are here. That's to favor me. Apart from other, other fields, we have a lot of fields, because yes, like before before we took the headquarters or the state capital or the capital of, Nigeria, the FCT to Abuja, here was there. I know Calabar had theirs, but here, the development, we have the tall buildings, we have so many things here. So when you are here for the first time, there is a feeling you get. Then when you indulge yourself in business, we have millions of people here. So the opportunities is wide, big, and open, that even if you're selling groundnut, you know how much you're taking home at the end of,
Okay, talking about people, you mentioned people earlier. How would you describe, is it Lagosians, I should call them, or Lagos people, or Lagos residents?
Yeah.
How would you describe the people in Lagos? How would you describe Lagos itself, as a state? As a state that has over 25, about 25 million, before I start to exaggerate.
Over 24 million.
Over 24 million people,
residents.
How would you describe Lagos as a whole?
Yeah, before I came to Lagos, I always thought that Akwa Ibom is kind of the most peaceful state in the aspect of, we are civil servant state or so. But when I came to Lagos, I would say Lagos is peaceful, in my view. Yeah, Lagos is peaceful, apart from maybe when you go and face one or two Agberu, that's when you...
Have you had any experience?
Yeah, I had one experience. And since that experience, I pray to God that I'll never get upset again. That's why even if someone gets me upset, I just laugh. I know that I'm the problem because I came to that place. If I did not come, I will not face such things. So Lagos is peaceful, and it's accommodating, and we have some friendly people, and you have people that Lagos is ready to listen to you. Let me just stop it there. Lagos is ready to listen to you. So whatever you have, you can approach anybody and be like, boss, this is what I do. The person will, even if he is not interested, but the person will be like, he will listen. What if the person is interested? So Lagos is easy, and Lagos is ready to listen to you.
Lagos is ready.
So what food were you not eating in Akwa Ibom that when you got to Lagos you started eating? Did you eat amala?
I cook all the food I eat. I hardly eat outside. Did you eat amala? No, I don't know how to cook amala.
Anyway, I mentioned earlier that you were going to sing a song for us. Okay. Do you have anything that that you can sing that will talk about Lagos? And if you don't, I said you're going to sing, so you come up with a song for us.
Oh, a lot of songs. A lot of songs
for Lagos. No,
okay. not personally.
Not personally.
A lot of songs,
okay.
Yeah. But I want to say. Akwa Ibom boy came to Lagos and he's taking time. Everybody for home, he done look up and he's taking time. One day, it go better. I said, one day, it go better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It shown us that
it is truly black.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay, let's look at the Nigerian music industry beyond what we have now. Where do you see this particular sector in another 5 to 10 years?
I see the industry bringing more bread back home. Before it was hard to meet people, to get your tracks out there, but now you can release your track today and it's on all platforms tomorrow, and your friends or anybody outside Nigeria can just stream your tracks, and streamings are paying. So I want to say to all music artists out there, try as much as possible to make sure that you are not the only fans of your track. Make sure your tracks is available out there. If you cannot upload it yourself, try to be friendly with someone that knows how to upload it. So in a week or 2 or 3, you now know how to upload your tracks yourself. So all the locks will be yours. So once the locks are yours, in 10, 15 years, your track is still there and it's still streaming and it's still making bread. One day, it go better.
So for young Nigerians, Lagosians who hoping to become a music producer someday, what advice do you have for them?
I'll say get acquainted to sounds. Get acquainted to sounds. If you're a Christian or a Muslim, it doesn't matter. The music doesn't know your religion or tribe. So what you have to do, get acquainted with sounds. If you're a music producer or you want to be a music producer, learn a particular instrument. Go to someone that learns instrument or plays instrument and then learn. Once you learn that, you can now start thinking of going, getting closer to the studio. Studios are hard to find. That year, before you can get to a studio, is always very hard. But now you can just use your Google map, type studio, or go to your Google, type studio. The location will be there. Go closer, pay the money and learn. If you want to pay and learn,
pay the money
pay the money and learn. Once you pay, you have the right to tell the person, but once you don't have right. The person will now use you, but at the same time, the end product is to learn. So once you now learn, right now studios are easy. Before it was hard. Now with your computer, sound card, headphone, and mic,
that's a studio.
That's a studio. So if you want to boost it, you can now bring a speaker, your monitor speakers, and you still move. The next thing, you have your keyboard and whatever, but your computer, sound card, mic, headphone, and speaker, you have it. But first, learn the craft before you get the computer. Because if you get the computer before you learn the craft, it's going to be hard on you.
Okay, before you go, I have these fun questions I want to ask you, and you're not going to think about them. Once I ask you, just answer. Okay, this type of questions are called rapid fire. So, 1, 2, 3, go. What is the first thing you do every morning when you wake up?
I drink.
What do you drink?
Water.
Okay. before my imagination starts to run wild, you drink what?
I drink water.
Okay. One artist you'd like to work with that you haven't?
The one I like to work with that I haven't
worked with yet.
I'll say Davido.
Well done. Okay. What do you do when you go to the studio? Do you eat? Do you snack? Do you drink? Please specify the drink.
Yeah. No, first, I'm someone that I don't drink alcohol. I drink it occasionally. Even if you come to my studio.
What are you saying?
No. I'm not like, I can't just move and let's go and drink or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So in my studio, I don't even drink alcohol in the studio. If I drink, it's just maybe when we go out or sit out or something. That's when I know I feel like, because I'm someone that I always want to be myself, to be agile. So drinking, I might drink now, but I don't feel nothing. But if I mistakenly sleep, the feeling I get in the morning, I don't like it. So I'm not there. But when I'm in the studio, everything is all about music.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever happens on my back is happening, but I'm all about your section. You're done. You have to go.
Okay.
So I have my time. Yeah. You have. So I will not just follow you and flex, except you are working all night. Yeah. If you're working all night, I would want to join you, so I won't be, bored or something.
So which is the most played song you have right now on your playlist?
On my playlist is my new single, Whistle.
Okay.
Whistle.
Yeah. This whistling.
Yeah. I did a track, like a theme song for my whistling marathon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the sound I just whistle. Na 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 na. So that's a whistle sound.
So the last one. If you were not a producer or a singer, what else would you have done?
A lawyer. I could have been a lawyer.
Okay. Sorry, again, favorite food?
My favorite food is rice.
Rice and what?
Everybody can cook rice.
Rice and what?
Rice.
Rice in any form.
In any form.
Whether it's jollof.
Who do you love most, your mom or your dad?
I can't really
I
say.
said you shouldn't think about it.
I don't really say, because
You're not meant
even
to
the
think
person
about
is
it.
sending me to is making me to. Okay, I'll say my mom in the morning and my dad in the evening.
politician.
That means that, you know, I see my mom in the morning and my dad is always back in the evening.
Okay, always back in the evening.
Yeah.
It's nice having you here, BeatIsBlaak. From this conversation, you remind us that music is more than sound, it's passion, even from the way you've been talking. And music is also universal. It's a language everybody, you know, understands. I love music so much. So anything that has to do with music, you know, makes me relax, makes me comfortable. Thank you very much, BeatIsBlaak. And, you know, we'd like to have you here again when you...
when I get the second guy.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after this short break.